Thanks a lot, Andy. I wanted to be a little bit upbeat here because I heard a lot of very gloomy kind of scenario already, and I do agree. Although from Yan saying that it takes a lot of soul-searching efforts on climate change agenda, but I do wanted to also agree with York. I know he's leaving, but also DG Sun and others that direction of travel on the EU-China relationship is still over the collaboration on climate change. And because both committed to the Paris agenda, and also it actually represents a lot of opportunities for closer collaboration, including in third markets. So I would like to touch upon that. And I wanted to quote here the EU-China relationship fact sheet that was published by the European Commission during the EU-China summit took place in April. It states that the EU acknowledged China's efforts towards decarbonizing its economy, upgrading its nationally determined contribution ahead of the COP26. And to advance the international climate negotiations, the EU and China are reinforcing their cooperation in areas like carbon markets, long-term emission development strategies, clean energy and energy efficiency, low emission transport and cities, unquote. So indeed, I would say that even in a turbulent times, still EU acknowledges China's role on climate change and everything, and also it's in action. That the People's Bank of China and the European Commission jointly launched a Sustainable Finance EU-China Common Taxonomy, which was from last year, but we found that we can see that over 70% of the taxonomy, in fact, overlaps. So there are a lot of areas that both sides could work together under this common taxonomy. And just as the European Union and countries in Europe is implementing its Green Deal, I think China is also advancing its pledge on also putting its targets into the country's 14th five-year plan. And I do believe that a number of initiatives that are launched on greening the overseas investments can also be complemented with EU's Global Gateway Initiative, for example. And for those know EBRD, we are a multilateral development bank. The EU, together with its members, as EBRD's largest shareholder, and China also became a member in 2016. And EBRD's mandate is to foster transition towards open market economies across countries between China and the EU, from Central Asia, Caucasus, Central and Eastern Europe to Middle East and North Africa. And green is absolutely the key priority of the bank. So EBRD could become an important multilateral platform on the collaboration on climate agenda. And I do hear a lot discussions over mistrust. Indeed, mistrust is damaging uncertainty as well. And I do believe that trust could be built over high standards. If you build high standards across the common taxonomy, then a lot of trust could be still maintained. And I do see that Chinese companies and financial institutions are very interested in cooperating with European partners on a lot of green investments and initiatives, and opportunities are huge. I think a lot have been mentioned on EV industry, on renewable energy side. From EBRD, we are supporting a lot renewable energy projects, not only through our investment, but also technical cooperation and policy dialogue. For example, we are supporting renewable energy auctions in EU countries and its neighborhood. We also work with project sponsors like quality Chinese investors, investing in those countries through very thorough project due diligence, very high social and environmental standards, through upholding EBRD's transition impact and qualities to ensuring those investments are of high quality, which could be agreed among our shareholders, including China and the European Union and other members in the same table. So I do see China and Europe is cooperating, of course, and competing in various areas. For example, in the electric vehicle sector, a lot has been mentioned. And I can, not only European companies are investing in China, I also see Chinese investors from the EV industry investing in Poland, in Hungary, in Czech Republic, and besides other Western nations. So going forward, I really hope that more in-depth collaboration between EU and China could happen, and progressing even more advanced in the climate agenda. And I fully agree with the previous speakers that all sides need to step up communication and stop isolation. I do thank CCG to bring us all together today to bridge the dialogue and understanding. Thank you.